Hello and good morning students. We are in the 14th lecture, semester 2. In today's lecture, we are going to commence a new chapter in English grammar. As you see the title being displayed on the board, chapter number 16, participles and gerunds. Well, in the last chapter when I taught you about infinitives, chapter number 15, in the 13th lecture, I discussed with you that we are going to have the participle and gerunds as a combined chapter, which you learned earlier in standard 7 as separate chapters. You had a separate chapter, chapter 18 as gerunds, and the other chapters, that is participles and infinitives, separately. Well, as the title has participles and gerunds, but the sequence given to us in our text to understand and read is the other way around. So we will not interfere with the sequence. We will read the gerunds first and then get into the less learned section for the participles. So let us now discuss what are gerunds. And for this, let me show you the picture being displayed on your screen. A gerund is a present participle, verb ending in ing. Yes. When you see or you look at a verb, that is the ing form of the verb or the present participle form of the verb, you can just say that it is a present participle, isn't it? The ing form of the verb, the fourth form of the verb. But a gerund is a present participle verb ending in ing, which functions as a noun. So that is the important thing to be kept in mind, that despite of it being an ing form of the verb, it is not playing the role of a verb in that particular sentence, but it plays the role of a noun. Well, it may be the subject in a sentence, it may be complement or object of a sentence, or the object of a preposition. It could be any of these four things. That is, playing the role of a subject, a noun playing the role of a subject, a noun playing the role of a complement or object of a sentence, or the object of a preposition. Well, it is very important to understand this. As you see the example, seeing is believing. Three words, isn't it? Both the words are having the ing form of the word. Seeing, see plus ing, believe plus ing. So, at a first glance, when it appears to you, you may feel that the words seeing and believing both are verbs, isn't it? Well, it's very well to understand that ing form of the word is a verb. But you see the explanation given to you in the bracket. Seeing is equal to the subject. Here in this sentence, the word seeing has been written or utilized as a subject. So that is what we need to understand, that it is a gerund. When ing form of the verb is playing the role of a noun or playing the role of a subject or playing the role of a complement, then we call such words as gerund and not simple ing form verbs. Therefore, seeing is believing, where the word seeing is equal to subject playing the role of subject, and the word believing is playing the role of a complement in this particular sentence. So I hope this is clear to you. So seeing is believing, where none of the two words, seeing or believing, are having the role of a functionality of a verb over here. It has two different functions. Well, let's see the next example. Children enjoy making mud castles. So once again you have the word making, the ing form of the verb. Making here is not playing the role of an action word. As the word enjoy you see over there, children enjoy. Enjoy is an action doing word. But it is used along with an action doing word enjoy. Enjoy making mud castles. So here making is equal to object of the verb enjoy. Try to understand this very carefully, very patiently. Making is playing the role of the object of the verb enjoy. When I say object, what is object? We know a noun which is in the predicate part is called an object. So if you carefully see over here, children enjoy making mud castles, and if you bifurcate the whole sentence into two parts, children is the subject, enjoy making mud castles is predicate, isn't it? So when a noun appears in the predicate part, such a noun is called an object and not simply a noun. Here the word making is playing the role of an object, modifying or qualifying the verb enjoy. Therefore, making is equal to object of the verb enjoy. I hope I made my explanation clear to you. Well, the next example, she is fond of wearing jewelry. Well, she is fond of wearing jewelry. Now you see the word of wearing, where the word of is a preposition over here. Therefore, you can understand wearing is equal to the word wearing, which appears to us in the ing form as a present participle, but it is not a present participle role over here. It is not it's not functioning, or it does not have the functionality of a present participle. It has the functionality of object of a preposition, because you find the preposition of wearing. It has been used along with the word of. Hence, here the word wearing is acting or playing the role or functioning as an object of the preposition. So I hope these three uses of gerunds, or how gerunds are used, is clear to you. Well, gerunds may also be used adverbially. Apart from these three functions, gerund is also used as an adverb. He is going shopping, fishing, riding, swimming, visiting. So you see all these ing words over there after the word going. He is going. Going here is an action doing word. It is an ing word and it plays the role of a verb over here. But the following word, if I just say the sentence, he is going shopping, full stop, or he is going fishing, full stop, he is going riding, full stop, he is going swimming, full stop, he is going visiting friends, full stop, or he is going visiting someone. Well, in all these sentences that I said, he is going, where the word going is an action doing word, but along with that, the next word that you see, shopping, is also an ing word. So is that a verb over here? No, that is not a verb over here. It is a gerund playing the role of an adverb over here. Well, just try to recall what is an adverb. If you recall the definition of an adverb is a word that describes a verb, isn't it? So here, going is already a verb and shopping is describing that going. Therefore, shopping is playing the role of an adverb in this sentence by describing the word going. Therefore, we can say that gerunds are also used adverbially. It plays the role of an adverb in a sentence. So I hope this is clear to you. Adjectives and verbs, which are always found in combination with a preposition. Well, there are certain combinations of verbs and preposition that are always hand in hand together. As you see in the bracket, the example given, fond of. And whenever you have to use the word fond, you will definitely be using the word of along with. I am fond of. You don't say I am fond. I am fond eating chocolates. No, you will have to say I am fond of eating chocolates. Interested in. I am interested in studying mathematics. I am interested in learning grammar. So the word interested, which is a verb, will be having in combination with it the preposition in. Therefore, it is said adjectives and verbs which are always found in combination with the preposition. So there are certain adjectives, certain verbs which go hand in hand with prepositions. Must be followed by a gerund and not an infinitive. So that's the important part to consider over here and understand. Must be followed by a gerund and not an infinitive. We learned about infinitives in the prior chapter. The to infinitive and the bare infinitives. As you see in this example, I object to doing it and not to do it. I object to do it. Now if somebody says like this, I object to do it, it would be incorrect English. It would be incorrect to frame such a sentence. One should be saying, I object to doing it. So what did you observe over here? That you found object to as a combination over here, isn't it? Object is a verb over here followed by a preposition to. So object to is a combination of verb and a preposition, but what is coming after that is doing, doing, which is a gerund over here and not an infinitive. Therefore, I am not saying I object to do it. No, it would be wrong. I object doing it. Well, few more examples. I am interested in. So we have used the combination word over here, interested in, with the verb and preposition followed by the word swimming and not to swim. So once again you see, we are not utilizing the word to swim, which is an infinitive. Perhaps we are using swimming. Here, do not get carried away and misguided as swimming, playing the role of a verb. No, swimming is not playing the role of a verb. It is playing the role of a gerund over here. I am interested in swimming. Now you may ask, what kind of gerund it is? It is acting as the object of the preposition in. Well, all these parts you will get object of the preposition. To doing and in swimming. So you will find such things over here. Who is responsible for breaking the mirror? So once again you have the combination over here, responsible for, along with the word breaking, which is the ing word appearing to us as a verb, but mind well, it is not a verb, it is a gerund over here. Time and then I am reinforcing this in your minds. We are all tired of listening to her complaints. We are all tired of listening to her complaints. So you see over here, we are all tired of listening to her complaints. Now here you can see nothing is given to in the bracket. It is unusual or unlike what we have read in these above three sentences. We are all tired of listening. Object of the preposition to her. Here we have utilized to her and not any gerund over here. Finally, the fourth sentence, fourth example. I am looking forward to meeting your cousin and not to meet your cousin. So once again, the fourth one is giving you the idea of utilizing. I am looking forward to. So you see, forward to again is a combination thing over here, verb and a preposition followed by a gerund, meeting your cousin, and you don't say I am looking forward to meet your cousin. It would be incorrect to say so. So I hope this explanation has made it very clear or has recapitulated and reinstated the things in your mind. Well, let us now look into the you know section given to us in our current textbook. Let's see if we have something new to understand or one or two new things or examples to read from. Verbs have many forms. Well, in the 15th chapter, I already cleared this part that verbs have 5 forms. 2 of the present, simple present and present participle. 2 of the past, simple past and past participle. And 1 is the infinitive form. So verbs have many forms, as once again it's given to you in your text on page number 132. The infinitive, example, to sleep, to eat, what we call as to infinitive. The present participle, walking, writing, well. We have the present form of the present participle as walk or write. That is the second form of the present one. We have the simple past, walked or ate or any such word which is in the past form, simple past form. Then we have the past participle, slept, walked, eaten, written. That is the third form of any verb. Well, so these are the different verb forms given to you in your text. But you've been said over here, verbs can also be used as gerunds. Yes, that is what we already learned from the earlier class. Verbs can also be used as gerunds. The gerund is a verb ending in ing which functions as a noun. So once again we are going through this. It may be the subject, complement or object of a sentence or the object of a preposition. Well, we have new sentences to go through this time. Let's go through it and discuss in details. Well, in the earlier picture that I displayed to you, we had the explanation given to us. Swimming is good exercise. So here once again we have used the word swimming, which appears to us as an ing form of the verb as a present participle. But do not be misguided. It is used as a gerund over here, playing the role of a subject, just as we had the sentence seeing is believing, where we had two words, seeing and believing. Well, seeing was the subject and believing was the complement, both appearing to us as ing form of the verb present participle, but none of them were used as a present participle. Here swimming is good exercise, where swimming is a name of a thing, name of an exercise. Swimming is a name. Therefore, and it is being used over here as a subject part. Therefore, swimming plays the role of a subject and nothing else. Next example, teach me swimming. So once again we have the same word swimming, but the usage is different. Have a careful look. Teach me swimming. Here swimming has been used in the predicate part and not in the subject part. In the earlier sentence, swimming is good exercise, where if I separate the whole sentence into two parts, subject and predicate, swimming would become my subject and is good exercise would become my predicate. Therefore, swimming was acting the role or playing the functionality of a subject in the first example sentence. Whereas in the second example sentence, teach me swimming. Here, teach me swimming, where teach is a verb, me swimming, the whole thing is a predicate part if I say, or if I do not have a subject over here, I can say you teach me swimming, where you would become my subject and teach me swimming would become my predicate. And now in the predicate, what do you see? The word swimming, which appears to us as a present participle, but it is not a present participle functionality over here. It is playing the role of an object. Okay, object of the verb teach. Teach me swimming. Teach me what? Swimming. Next example is the repetitive one. Seeing is believing. Well, we had a proper understanding in the prior picture, where seeing is believing. Seeing was playing the role of a subject and believing was playing the role of a complement. Just the thing has been mentioned over here, complement of the verb. So what is the complement of the verb over here? Believing. So believing is utilized as a complement of the verb is believing. None of these two words are present participle functionality over here. Keep this in mind. He is fond of swimming. So once again we have got the word swimming over here. But this time the word swimming has been used in a different manner compared to the first two sentences. He is fond of swimming. So swimming has been used after the preposition of. Therefore we will say that here the word swimming, which is a gerund, is acting or playing the functionality or role of the object of a preposition. So I hope things are gradually becoming clearer to you. So, of swimming, where swimming is object of a preposition. Once again, go through three of these. Swimming in the first sentence as a subject, swimming in the second sentence as an object, and swimming in the fourth sentence as an object of a preposition. Do not get confused or mixed with these three things. Try to read once again if you are not able to grasp it. Well, in the prior picture also we read gerunds may also be used adverbially. I explained that when a gerund acts or works as an adverb in a sentence, plays the role of an adverb, we say it is used adverbially. Let us see. The sentence is given to us. We are going shopping, fishing, riding, swimming, visiting friends. Very similar to the prior picture. We are going. Instead of here, he is going, we are saying we are going. Only the subject has changed. Going shopping, going fishing, going riding. I explained earlier. Going is a verb and the word shopping is a gerund over here and not a present participle form of the verb as it appears to us. Well, moving ahead. Adjectives and verbs which are always used in combination with a preposition like fond of, interested in, object to, etc. must be followed by a gerund and not by an infinitive. We learnt about this in the prior picture. Let us see the new example sentence is given to us. She is fond of playing cards. So we have fond of. followed by the word playing card. Here playing is not a verb, not a present participle. Here the verb as it appears to us is a gerund. Time and then I am reinforcing this in your minds. He is addicted to. So addicted to is a combination word. Addicted to. Addicted to what? Smoking. So smoking here is not an action doing word, it is a gerund. He is interested in helping. So again, interested in is a combination word. Next sentence, I object to doing it, and you don't say I object to do it. Well, we learned about this in the prior sentence. This was all from the you know section given to you on page 132. After this, let us look into some example sentences on an extensive basis for each one of these. Well, we had only few examples, one or two examples as subject, object, complement of the verb, object of preposition. Well, I feel this is not enough for us to understand this topic. So I will put up at least 2 to 4 more examples for each type of these. That is, each one of these: subject, object, complement of the verb, and object of a preposition. So let me write this and discuss in a bit more details with you. To begin, the first one, I'll be putting up 4 to 5 sentences. The gerund play the role of a subject in a sentence. So let's see with few examples. The gerund as the subject of the sentence. So we are discussing the first one in an extensive manner, where we will have the word ing form of the verb playing the role of subject in all the upcoming sentences. I'm putting up some sentences. Try to note it down. These are all example sentences for you, where you will observe that each of the ing verb is playing the role of a subject. Eating, so it appears to you as the verb over here, present participle. Eating hastily is wrong. Well, here the word eating is not a present participle verb over here. It only appears to us like this. It is a gerund over here, playing the functionality of a subject. Playing the functionality of a subject. So I'll be putting up some more sentences. Hunting tigers is dangerous. So try to note this down. Hunting tigers is dangerous. For example, flying makes me nervous. Brushing your teeth is important. And one last sentence for gerund as a subject of a sentence. Smoking causes lung cancer. So you see, all these sentences you find the ing word written right in the beginning of the sentence. If you bifurcate the sentence and see, Eating hastily is wrong. Hunting tigers is dangerous. Flying makes me nervous. And brushing your teeth is important. Finally, smoking. So all the first words are appearing to us as participle, present participles, which is like the form of the verb, but they are playing the functionality of a subject in all these sentences. Therefore, the gerund as the subject of a sentence. So I hope you noted this down for your ready reference. Next, we're going to look into a few sentences where the gerund acts as a complement of the verb. Well, it's very important to note down these sentences. So, 3 sentences, I will write it and discuss it with you. The gerund as the complement of the verb. Few examples about gerund as a complement of the verb. One of his duties is attending meetings. Is attending meetings. So you see this sentence, gerund as the complement of the verb. One of his duties is attending. So here the word attending appears to you as a verb, ing form of the verb, but it is playing the role of a complement of the verb is attending. Complement of the verb is attending. Next, the hardest thing about learning English is understanding gerunds. Well, you see, we have the word is understanding, where the word understanding appears to us as a present participle, the ing form of the verb, but it is used as a complement of the verb is over here. Therefore, it is acting as a role of a gerund over here. The hardest thing about learning English is understanding gerunds. Well, it's indeed a bit difficult to understand gerunds, but we are trying to get along with it easily. Another sentence about complement of the verb. One of life's pleasure is having. So here once again we have the word is having. Now we know having is an action of eating, isn't it? Is having. Here the word having is playing the role of a gerund. Is having breakfast in bed. Breakfast in bed. Well, these are the 3 example sentences which contained the verb playing the role of a gerund. Attending, understanding, and breakfast as complement of the verb. The examples about complement of the verb. Let us write a few examples about preposition of object of a preposition, that is using a gerund after the preposition. Let us see a few examples of this type. Gerund after preposition. Note down these sentences for your ready reference whenever you want to read it. The gerund after preposition, or we say object of a preposition. Gerund after preposition, or we call as object of preposition. Can you sneeze without opening your mouth? One sentence. Let's write it down. So in this sentence you will find the words opening as a action doing word appearing to you as a present participle. But let me tell you, it is playing the role of a gerund over here. Can you sneeze without opening? Here the word without is a preposition. So it has, the word opening has been used after that as I can say object of a preposition. It is playing the role of an object in the entire sentence. If I bifurcate, can you sneeze without opening your mouth, where this part is completely a predicate part. Sneeze without opening your mouth is my predicate, and the word opening, which appears over here in the predicate part as a verb, is not actually a verb. It is playing the role of a gerund supporting what? Object of a preposition, supporting this object over here without. So used after preposition, or what we call as object of a preposition. Next example for similar type. Well, with a number of examples, the concept will tend to become more and more clearer. She is good. She is good at painting. Well, we very well know that the word painting refers to the action of painting, action doing word verb. But in this sentence, she is good at painting, where the word painting has been used after the preposition at. Hence, we will be considering this as a gerund and not as a present participle form of the verb as it appears to us. All these are examples of gerunds used after preposition, object of a preposition. Another example, she avoided him. She avoided him by walking on the opposite side of the road. She avoided him by walking on the opposite side of the road. So another example of containing by walking, where walking is the ing form of the verb, but it's not a verb. By is the preposition, walking has been used after the preposition, hence we say that walking is the object of the preposition by, walking playing the role of a gerund. These were the examples about gerund used after preposition or object of the preposition. We've seen three of it. We've seen about subject, we've seen about the complement of the verb, we've seen about the preposition, object of a preposition. One last we have to see, that is used as an object in a sentence. So let us see a few examples about used as an object in a sentence. Teach me swimming was given to us in our text on page 132. Similarly, right over here, object of sentence. Let us write examples for gerund as the object of the verb. I love going to the movies. Well, here using this sentence, we already have the verb given to us, loving, isn't it? I love. What do you love? Going to the movies. Here the word going is acting the role of a gerund in this sentence to support the verb as object of the verb. If I bifurcate the sentence into two parts, I can say I is the subject and love going to movies is the predicate part. In the predicate part, I have the main verb love, and then the following word is the ing word. It appears to us as a verb, but it is playing the role of a gerund as object of the verb love in this sentence. Let's take another example. Similar type. Gerund as a object of the verb. Do you enjoy working in retail? Well, to ask a question, do you enjoy working in retail? Well, if someone asks this question, someone who will be using the word working not as a verb in the sentence. It is not playing the role of a present participle. It is the object of the verb enjoy in this sentence. So be careful when you write or understand gerunds. Another example for gerunds as an object of the verb. He admitted cheating on the exam. He admitted cheating on the exam. Well, here once again you see over here the word ing form cheating, supporting or playing the role of a gerund as the object of the verb. Well, three examples about the object of the verb. So in this manner, we have seen few extra examples for each one of these. That is subject of the subject of used as a subject in a sentence, used as a complement of the verb, used as the object of the verb, and used as the object of a preposition. So I hope the concept about gerunds is very clear to you now. Well, we have exercises on page number 133 as exercise A, on 134 related to participles, which we will be looking in the upcoming lecture. So we will be taking up the concerned exercises that is related to gerunds in this lecture. So come to page number 136 where we have exercise C to perform, followed by exercise D and exercise and the fun task given to us. Let's do these very quickly on the board. Exercise C. Replace the infinitive in the following sentences with a gerund. So you've been given an infinitive. You are supposed to replace it with a suitable gerund. Replace the infinitives with a suitable gerund. First one has been already done for you. To see is to believe. So we have the infinitive to see now changing to seeing, and the infinitive to believe changing to believing. Well, we had this in our example sentence where we very well acknowledged seeing playing the role of a subject and believing playing the role of a complement of the verb. Let's do the next one, second one. To give is better than to receive. To give is better than to receive. And let's change this. We have to give and to receive as the infinitive given to us in the sentence. Carefully we will be changing it to the word giving is better than receiving. Mind about the spelling when you write it. So we have the word giving and receiving as two gerunds used over here. They appear to you as ing form, as present participles, but minded it is gerunds playing different roles over here. Giving as a subject and receiving as the object of the verb over here, complement of the verb over here. To give is better than to receive. Giving is better than receiving. Next, to play cards is her hobby. Carefully change this. To play cards will change to playing, simply playing. Playing cards is her hobby. We had only one set of infinitive over here. Fourth one. To break a mirror is considered bad luck. Well, changing this, breaking a mirror is considered bad luck. See, we have been writing the gerund in the place of infinitives wherever given to us. She loves to solve crossword puzzles. So we will be writing over here, she loves solving crossword puzzles. Number 5. She loves to solve crossword puzzles. We'll have a careful look over here. We have to solve changing to solving. She loves solving crossword puzzles. Well, if you have observed carefully, all these sentences we find that giving was used as a subject over here, functionality of the subject. Receiving was used as the complement of the verb over here. Then we have used to playing as again a subject over here. To break as a subject breaking. But in the fifth sentence, if you have carefully observed, she loves to solve crossword puzzles. We have not used the word solving as a subject of the sentence over here. It is being used as the object of the verb Remember we learned about it, object of the verb love. She loves solving crossword puzzle. So in the above three sentences 2, 3 and 4 we used word breaking, playing and giving as subject of the sentence. The gerund was playing the role of a subject, but in the fifth sentence gerund is not playing the role of a subject, it is playing the role of object of the verb love. So when you go through this, when you are writing, take into consideration, try to teach yourself what functionality it is playing along with it. So this will help you to remember the functionalities at a glance. Well, next we have no one likes to pay taxes. Sixth one, no one likes to pay taxes. Let's write the answer. No one likes paying taxes. No one likes paying taxes. So once again you see over here we have the word paying modifying, or it is used as an object of the verb likes over here. It is not used as a subject over here, it is the object of the verb as a functionality of the sentence. Next one, we have to ask questions is easier than to answer. To ask questions is easier than to answer. Right. Once again we will be writing over here. Asking, playing the role of a subject in the sentence. Well, asking appears to us as a verb, but it is a gerund. Asking questions is easier than answering. Next one, number 8. It is easy to find fault. Well, be careful with this sentence. First, let me write the sentence and tell you about it. It is easy to find faults. But if you carefully observe this sentence, you will observe that we have used the introductory word it. In the chapter about finite verbs, we had exercised introducing it in the place of or while writing the infinitive, isn't it? So let us reconvert this sentence first and then try to write the replace it with the gerund over here. So it is easy to find fault. Directly we may not be able to do this, or simply say it is easy finding faults would not be a correct way of writing. It is easy to find faults. Let's change it into by replacing the word it with the infinitive to find. So alternatively we can just orally do it like this, as to find faults is easy, and then change the word to find with the gerund over here. Well, so I'll just write in the bracket for our assistance. To find faults is easy. So I hope you got this clear. I have just changed the introductory it into the infinitive part, just like we have to ask question is easier than to answer. So I have just changed the introductory it into its infinitive form first before writing or replacing it with the gerund. Now I will be replacing the sentence to find faults is easy by changing to find into finding. Finding faults is easy. Well, so in this manner you can say say the word finding is used as the subject or playing the function of a subject as a gerund over here. Next one, number 9. To play with explosives is dangerous. Well, simply we will be changing to play into playing. Playing acts as a subject in a sentence. Playing with explosives is dangerous. Finally, the 10th one. To help the poor is everyone's duty. Helping the poor is everyone's duty. Well, the last two sentences had the word playing and helping as the subject in a sentence. So I hope you understood about applying the gerund in the place of infinitives. There were a few sentences where you had to be very, very careful, particularly the 8th one. Next we have complete the sentences with an appropriate gerund. Well, it's appropriate gerund, so you will have to use very, very suitable words over here. So be a little careful when you apply the gerund in this place. Exercise D, we'll try to do it orally. First one, she is good at. Now someone could be good at many activities, isn't it? She is good at swimming, she is good at running, she is good at cooking. So you will have to use one suitable gerund over here. Well, here we will try to analyze each sentence. She is good at swimming. She is good at cooking. She is good at joking. So all the words that I said, swimming, joking, cooking, are examples of the word used in the predicate part, at, which is used after the preposition. So I can say I have used the word swimming, cooking, or whatever word you are applying suitable over here after the word at. So I can say it is the object of the preposition. So the word that you apply over here, suitable word that you apply over here is object of the preposition at. So with each sentence you will try to analyze. She is good at swimming, cooking, whatever you feel so. Next, my father doesn't approve of dash cards. So he does not give us the permission or does not approve that it is good to play cards. So my father doesn't approve of playing cards. Of playing cards. We'll have to apply the word playing and no other word is suitable over there. If you carefully analyze the sentence, the second one, my father doesn't approve, does not give us the permission, does not like, doesn't approve of playing cards. So write down the word over there, playing. Next one, number 3. He is not interested in. So you see we have the word interested in as a combination over there. Interested in followed by a gerund over there. He is not interested in dash friends. So someone is not having interest in making new friends. So the appropriate word that I need to apply over here is making. So insert that. He is not interested in making new friends. Or if you find a suitable word other than making, you may apply it over there. Fourth one, my aunt is afraid of dash by plane. My aunt is afraid of traveling by plane. So that's the most appropriate one that comes to my understanding, my mind. My aunt is afraid of traveling by plane. Fifth one, you must give up dash junk food. You must give up eating junk food. Isn't it? Eating is the most appropriate suitable gerund that is required to complete the sentence. Remember, the words that we are applying are all gerunds over here. They appear to us as ing form of the verb, but they are not verbs. They are not participle, present participle. They are playing different roles as a gerund over here. When most of them are playing the role of object of the preposition. He is good at dash. Sixth one, Samira dreams of dash a pop star. Samira dreams of becoming a pop star. So becoming is the appropriate word that comes to our mind. Seventh one, he is good at dash tunes. So someone makes new tune, but the appropriate word is not making, because we have the specific word for people who make tune, that is called compose. So we will be writing the word composing. He is good at composing tunes. Well, you may have an alternative word over here. He is good at whistling tune. Someone must be imitating the tunes created by others, so you may whistle that tune. So he is good at whistling tunes. So we have one option, whistling. We have another option, he is good at composing tunes. He may be composing some tunes. So we have composing and whistling, two suitable gerunds that can be inserted in this blank. Finally, the eighth one, I enjoy dash to music. I enjoy listening to music. So in this manner, we have inserted appropriate gerunds in these 8 blanks. Next, we have the fun task given to us. State whether the ing form given in the following sentences are participles or they are gerunds. So we'll have to be very careful to find out what they are. In the case of participle, name the noun or pronoun they qualify. In the case of gerunds, state what function they serve in the sentence. Well, we'll try to look up this exercise in the upcoming chapter. Then we will be taking up the participle part from the Let's Learn section and the other things that are left over in the chapter. This was all for today's lecture. Hope you understood and enjoyed the learning of gerunds. With this, I bid goodbye to you. See you soon in the upcoming lecture. Till then, have a nice day.